Good morning. The coffee in the morning just hits a certain way. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing? Um, it's Wednesday, hump day, baby. Hump day. For those of you struggling, hump day. I know I was a little bit tired today. Definitely tired today. Definitely struggling to get out of bed this morning as the just seasons really changing, right? Good morning, Facebook user. I don't know who you are in the tribe, but good morning. So, like, no, boo. I don't answer pregnant questions. I will always tell you go get a test, boo. I don't ask spirit stuff like that. 6 a.m. here, still haven't slept. And who's that Facebook user who said that? Who's that? I can't. I don't know who you are. Good morning, Annette. I don't know. I'm hoping that all the notifications are going out, but how are you guys doing? Good morning, Carlene, repping on Facebook. Oh, hey, Sarah. You know you got to give StreamYard permission to see you when you're in the tribe because it's a private group. Good morning, you guys. Well, who's already cooking though? Anybody in the kitchen cooking right now? I don't know, but I'm gonna send the link over there for you because so that you could tell Facebook, tell StreamYard. Hold on, you gotta tell StreamYard it's okay to see you. Something about the privacy clause or some shit like that. Hold on. Tell StreamYard. Hold. So I'm gonna post it in there so that you could click on it. You gotta go there and tell StreamYard they can know who you are. All right, let me share this out to a couple places. I'm actually not going to cook. I'm going to find a place to eat because I'm like, yeah, fuck all that. Me and my daughter don't feel like cooking at all. We just feel like going to go eat somewhere, you know, pretty much. All right, I think I gotta share in two more places. But I would like to know if anybody is cooking right now. If you are cooking, what are you cooking? What are you doing at home? Are you chilling? And what are you cooking? You know, one of the biggest things that I love about traditional traditional Thanksgiving is the freaking turkey one, right? And the stuffing. People call it dressing or stuffing, whichever one. Oh my god, that is like my favorite out of everything. I will fuck up some dressing, some stuffing, however you want to say it. Hey Sierra, good morning. When you get home, you're gonna start cooking. Oh, you're gonna be doing late cooking then. Hey Natasha, Melissa, good morning. Ollie, good morning. Somebody in the tribe saying good morning. Kat, good morning. Oh, Ellie, yeah. So yeah, if you just seen that link that I put in there, you got to tell Facebook that you are okay with them knowing who you are. It's a private group, so you're going to family. You're about to cook some eggs. Oh shit! I'm gonna come over. You got the invite on Facebook. I mean, not on Facebook. Yeah, I don't know. Facebook's been doing some weird shit. Did you guys just see me live or did you get a notification that I'm live? I don't know. Facebook's been doing some weird stuff all week, so we just gonna roll with it, right? Oh damn, Queenie. What are you gonna do for Thanksgiving? So I was complaining that it's cold where I'm at, and it's like 65 degrees. Ah, it won't let you click it either. Okay. Yeah, it's doing some weird shit, you guys. I have no idea. Facebook is always doing some weird shit. Um, like right now, every time I try to go live in Facebook, it's like cutting out and it's like choppy. But if I go on StreamYard, there's like no problems and shit. You know what? Facebook need to go somewhere. But we won't talk too much shit. Well, hey newbies, any newbies tuning in, good morning. This is the Thick Goddess Energy Morning Show. Yes, I can do pendulum and readings, but I really focus on conversation, topics, real shit, right? To start our morning. And then I do the daily horoscope. My co host, I think she's still sleeping, Oracle Empress. If she jumps on, she jumps on. If not, we just keep it pushing, right? Ooh, 37 degrees, girl. Move. Move now. Okay, you're going to your brother's. You saw me. Okay, awesome. Okay. Yeah, Facebook's doing some craziness. So, Queenie, just to let you know, when I've been going live on my Facebook, it's been very choppy for a lot of people. But when I use this StreamYard, it's been good. So, I don't know what Facebook is doing. We're just going to roll with it, right? Hey, Lova, I haven't seen you in forever, boo. Yeah, Facebook be doing some dumb shit. 30 degrees in Ohio. Move now. Why do you guys still live there? Why do you still live there? I can't mess with it. Mm-mm. And I'm in Florida and 65 is cold enough. So, mm-mm. No, 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 no. So it's hump day. I was struggling to get up. It's one of those moments of struggle midweek, holiday week. I don't know if anybody else has been kind of like all over. My week has been really busy. So today was a struggle. Like, I just wanted to sleep in a couple more hours. Right, right. It's definitely a change from Michigan to Florida. But once you get adjusted to Florida's weather, you'll fucking be cold. You said 60s is a heat wave. Hell no, 60s is I'm freezing at 60s. I'm freezing at 70 degrees. If it gets to 70 degrees, I'm cold. So today's topic, today I wanted to talk a little bit about, and I know we'll kind of venture off on this subject, but I wanted to talk about scammers. Scamming 101, right? Because there are a lot of scammers um that scam in different ways, right? So, the first one we're going to talk about is that my beloved, that text message in your box, that comment on somebody's live that says my beloved. Okay. They're switching it up now because I think that they know people have caught on to them. But understand that that is a scammer. That's not someone who's being drawn to you. Um, it is definitely cold for us in Florida, right, Queenie? Good morning, Renee. I was up late night. Uh, vibing, and I haven't late night vibed in a minute, so it was really good. There was a lot of us up last night, late night vibing. I think tonight there will be a lot of people up too because they'll be cooking and shit. So I'll be up late night vibing again tonight. Tiffany, move. Y'all who live in Michigan, just move. So I want you guys to not only be careful, I want you guys to educate the people that you know. Okay. I want you to educate the people that you know about how people scam, the techniques of a scammer. Okay. Yeah. Facebook's doing some weird shit. Yeah, I don't know. So when you get that message, right? Oh, your ancestors told me to contact you. That's not real. That's not real. And some of these people are very good at what they do. They watch how you comment on these lives, they watch what you say on these lives. So when they get in your inbox, some of it sounds like, how would you know that? But let me tell you, they're watching you. I just, good morning, Boo. I don't know who that is in the tribe, but you said, good morning, Divine. I want you guys to realize that if somebody gets in your inbox talking about the ancestors, past loved one, God, them, whoever has sent them to you, I want you to understand that that is a form of scam. Okay. Don't believe it and don't fall for it. There are so many people cloning my accounts, also, you guys, and don't fall for it. I'm not going to be in your account talking about the ancestors told me to reach out to you. Okay. A lot of them will say, I'm drawn to you. Scammer. That's scammer lingo. All right. So we're going to talk about scammer lingo. That's scammer lingo. Okay. No worries, Boo. You catch up when you can. I have been live a lot, especially with the morning show, but it is on my YouTube channel. So easiest place to go watch the morning show if you're going to watch the recap would be on my YouTube channel. So good morning, Boos. Just, remember, or yeah, I've gotten some crazy shit. Take a picture of your feet, and it's like, my foot? And it's like, yeah, I could tell you this, that, and the third if you send me your foot. And I'm like, the fuck? Now I'm not knocking nobody's skill set, but I don't think somebody on a highly spiritual level is in my inbox talking about send me a picture of your feet. You know, I'm sorry. I just think you got to be careful. It sounds good that this person's trying to offer you a reading, but I've seen like a lot of people get very taken advantage of, right? So just remember that when you're truly, and I want to say this with the utmost respect to people doing their thing, when you are truly in the energy of following spirit, exactly, Carol, professional, you're not going to be in people's inbox talking about, hey, you need a reading, hey, can I do a reading for you, hey, your past loved one's talking to me. You're too busy. Spirit keeps you busy. You're not doing those tactics of, oh, I have a feeling you need a reading. I remember in the beginning of my path, I had there was this one girl that I was working with, and she kept talking about her list, her customer list, and this, and I'm like, what do you mean customer list? And she had like a list of all these people that were potential customers that weekly she would reach out to see if they needed a reading. And I'm like, that doesn't even sound right. Like for me, I feel like even in my one-on-ones, I'm like, you know where to find me. Like if you've ever had a one-on-one with me, I tell you, you know where to find me. And some people be like, well, should I follow up with you in 2 weeks or 2 months? And I'm like, you follow up with me when you feel like it, when you feel it's necessary. There's no, oh yeah, in 2 weeks you need to come back. Right. No. Good morning. So if you're really, if I believe if you're truly taking this path serious, if you're truly in where you're going to this professional energy and working with spirit, like really working with spirit, you don't have time for that shit. You guys be careful. You don't have time for that. You're not going to be in anybody's inbox talking about how you were called to give them a message. Spirit will direct you. Let me say this again. Spirit will direct you to the person who has a message for you. They won't come and find you. You will be pushed to them. Their live will come up on your feed. You will bump into somebody who's telling you about this person. Spirit will bring you to the person. Okay? Exactly. I think you have to have some type of moral compass. And we've talked about this before on the show, right? We've talked about having a moral compass and some type of integrity in what you do. And I feel like a lot of people use fear tactics. And I remember at the one particular time, I had a client who had reached out to one of my approved readers to support. And then that reader was in their box, like, I feel like you need a reading this week. And she was like, no, I don't. Like, no, I'm good. And then the person tried to make it seem like I got this feeling something's going on. And she got scared. So she came to me and she's like, I don't know what's going on, and it was just like, wait, what? So no, you guys, even some of the most gifted people, okay, they're not going to be in your inbox with tactics to make money off of you. I believe in charging for your services. I believe in compensation. I believe in energy exchange. But what I don't believe in is looking at anybody in this field as a paycheck. I believe once you get to the point where everyone you come in contact with has a dollar sign on their forehead, you have fell off the path. You have fell off. Right, 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 right. I do feel you have to be careful also on who reads you. I say this all the time, and I think we have a morning show where we're kind of talking about it. We're going to talk about that one soon. One show just dedicated on energy, because when you allow so many different people in your energy, you don't know what's attached to them. And so when you're going to so many different people getting readings, you don't understand the attachment between you and this person. I think on an energetic level, that's where we have to educate ourselves too. Right, right. And so that's the second one. When they say you have a curse, okay? Right when they go to you have a curse. And now I need to go get these specific supplies that are not here, that I have to go into town for. It's going to cost me a little bit more to go get these supplies to give you this cleanse that I'm not even mailing to you, that I'm doing here in my own sacred place, right? Let me tell you something. When anybody, I know how to do cleanses and all this other stuff. When anybody gets in my box, I tell you to do some free shit first. Okay? I go tell you to do some free stuff first. I'm not telling you and selling you a bunch of shit that I have. I can, but for what? What's the reason? You can't believe that. A lot of people get very scared when someone says that, because it's like, oh my God, I have a curse, my life is going to end. And these people will bully you in that way. I've had people, and I'm like, do you know that I read, I am very gifted, and you're talking about I have a curse? Okay, good day, you're blocked. Cassandra, I want to say, I don't know if my pin popped up, but it's 1111. Just if it popped up 1088, then whatever. Um, just let me know. Alessandra, I will get to your reading. Just let me know about your question. I'll get to it in a little bit. I've seen it. I've seen it. And then they start telling you all the shit they got to go buy to give you this so-called cleanse. And it's like, wait, what? I'm going to tell you guys, I'm a ritualist, right? More than likely, I have the ingredients in my home if I need to do any type of spell work or ritual work, right? I don't got to go find a bunch of shit, crazy shit. I feel like someone who does this, right? Someone who was called to me, right? You should have the ingredients that you need. But it's always the same. You have a curse, and I need to go get these supplies that I don't have. It's going to cost you this money. And if you don't, the ancestor said it's going to get worse. Let me tell you guys something about your ancestors, okay? Oh, Evelyn, I love that the trust that you have with me, and I love just the support of trusting that energy exchange with me. It's definitely in gratitude. Um, so your ancestors will block the shit out of people, you guys. Please believe me when I say that your ancestors will block the shit out of people without anybody doing any spell work for you. I will say it again. Your ancestors will block the shit out of people, okay, without any spell work needed. They love you. They want to see you prevail, okay? Just understand that. But to get them to really, really step in, you got to ask them. There's this thing called free will, right? And they can't really do a lot unless you ask them. So as long as you open up the communications and say, yes, ancestors block the shit out of everybody else, okay? Yes, they will. And they have. Do understand that part. Your ancestors ain't going to somebody telling them to scam you. Right, 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 right. All right, Cassandra. Hi, Missing in Life. How are you, boo? Cassandra, let me know what your question is so when I get to you, okay? Nara voice, like that right there. Nara voice, if you guys see on my Facebook, it says, hi, love and light to you. DM me for your reading. That's a scammer shit. That's a prime example. I'm gonna show you guys. Look at my screen. This is a prime example of what scammers do. I'm not on anybody's lives talking about, hey, DM me for your reading. This is some scammer shit. You guys gotta be savvy to this. You gotta understand the techniques that these people do. And they will try to scare you. They will try to bully you into getting a reading. And I don't think that's cool at all. We're going to send you some love and some support energy with the COVID. Boo, just know, let your body detox, right? Um, you need to do a good cleanse. I will tell you a good cleanse, right? Just so you guys know, very cheap, very fucking cheap cleanse without buying a bunch of shit. Yeah, I'm glad the scammer jumped on so we could use it as an example, right? I blocked. You can block him if he gets in your inbox, but I blocked him. You have it too, Debbie. Yeah. You guys make sure that you're taking care of yourselves. If you guys are sick, if you're cold, if you have COVID, please boost your immune systems. You guys get rest, drink a lot of water, take care of yourselves. Okay. You just got to really be on it and take care of yourself. Don't fear it. Don't go into fear mode. Just allow yourself to kind of chill, detox, look at it as your body detoxing. Listen to some cell regeneration meditation if you're not already doing that. I tell everyone to do that. Every time I do it, I feel much better afterwards. Okay. So, this is a really, really cheap cleanse for you to do. Powerful cleanse that has been done for centuries, right? Take an egg. Okay. If you have a clear glass, like you could use any clear glass, right? You want to use a clear glass so you can see your egg. That's the whole point of the clear glass. And then you just fill it up with water. And then you have a little bit of salt because we're going to put salt in there, right? Some people put salt before the egg. Some people put salt after the egg. Up to you when you want to put the fucking, to me, put it wherever you feel called, right? So best thing to do in a tea light candle, you don't have to have a tea light candle, but the tea light candle is just a part of it to really get into that kind of mode. Um, and you light it with the intentions of your team, your spirit team, not only cleansing, but showing you what is going on, like what you can't see, what's attached to you, what the energy, but also remove it, right? And so I was taught that if you put the tea light candle on the top of a fridge, you're asking for a higher perspective, right? So you're getting this higher perspective that is above what you see. Because remember, we only see so much, spirit sees a lot more, right? You let it burn there. You take the egg from your crown on down, you start to pass the egg. Now, me, I don't scrub with the egg. I'm not sitting here like we're in a shower. I just take the egg like this and I just go from crown and I just wipe, 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 just wiping off and out and away, right? You're just going, wiping it off all the way down to your feet, right? Then you crack the egg in the water. Now, you don't have to be an expert to read egg cleanse. And if you do an egg cleanse, send it in my inbox. I'll help you read it. I don't charge for it. It's something it's really quick to read. Um, so I'm not gonna like charge you. Okay, yeah, now you got to send me $10 to read it. If you want to know like what it's looking like, sometimes it looks very fucked up. It's like damn. Sometimes it just depends on how it looks. There is a cheat sheet. You can Google it. Kelly, I can do questions. I have two people who have donated that I will need to do theirs in a moment, but I'm not doing them just yet. So there is a way to look at it. There's a way that it looks. So just, be mindful. There are some things that you can do that are very, very simple, right? I know the expert, right? I got to post this this is the corny ass shit that I like. That's a corny ass joke, but I like it. So that's one of them, and then you can read it. There is a cheat sheet. You can Google it. Okay, you can Google it, and see there's a cheat sheet on what to look for. But I will tell you, the cheat sheets on Google will have you thinking you have a curse, you have black magic, and all types of shit in your egg cleanse, and sometimes that's just not it. Okay, so I definitely will help if I can, and I have to do it as I can because my box get pretty crazy. But that's an easy way. You know what other way, a free way to cleanse, you guys? No fucking ingredients needed. And I say this because in the beginning of my path, I would go to like the Botanica, right? And we all know how that is, right? They were trying to sell me this $200 cleanse. And it was just like, why do I need to spend $200 for a cleanse? You can't tell me what to do without spending $200. And I'm like, how long is this session? And the guy was like, oh, it's 20 minutes. I'm like, $200 for 20 minutes? And it's like, oh, it's this particular ingredients that you got to use. And it was like, did you go to Jesus for these ingredients? Like, did Jesus come down and give you these fucking ingredients? Did the Holy Ghost bless them? Because $200 for 20 minutes to cleanse me of some shit that I don't even think I have right now? My gut was like, no. My gut was like, no, leave the store, never go back. So another easy way, remember, we are beautiful, bright, powerful, powerful light beings. Okay. Powerful light beings. Okay. Good morning, Khadijah. Thick goddess energy. Um, shower, water. Water is a cleanser. Water is a conductor. Water is an energizer. Shower. Stand in the shower. No, nothing needed, just the shower and you. Close your eyes. Listen to the water pouring on you. Visualize all the blackness, all the dark, all the negativity, all the hate, all the trauma, everything. Visualize it falling off of you like dirt and going down the drain. Visualize it. I do that shit all the time. You know how energized I am when I get out my damn shower? I do. It's a practice that I do daily because you got to shower every day. Well, at least I hope you do. So, and when you're in there, it's a powerful time to cleanse. These are small, easy, free practices that you can do without having to buy a billion fucking supplies. Some people have you fucking, you got to buy this candle and you got to buy this herb and you got to buy 10 herbs and you got to buy this rock and you got to fucking do this. And it's like, by the time I'm done, I didn't spend $200, $300 on all these fucking supplies. Find shit that you could do where you connect with the elements. Free shit, you guys. Take your ass outside. What? I could go outside and ground and cleanse? Wait, what? Wait, what? Yes. Go outside. Take your shoes off. Put your feet in the dirt. Connect with Mother Gaia. Again, visualize everything coming out of you and let Mother Gaia take it away. You'll see how you feel. Another technique, which is energy. You guys know I'm a big energy person. I believe in energy. I believe in energetic healing. Okay, that's my thing. Just standing in your room, wherever you're at, you're just standing with your arms out, head up. You're seeing that sun, you're visualizing that sun energy, and you're just letting that sun beams hit you, and you're thinking about it purifying your body, purifying your energy, and it's just scanning you, and you feel that boom, that heat. You will start to warm up. You feel that heat just hitting you, purifying you, burning away all the shit attached to you. Think about it burning away every cord, every attachment, every negative energy, every negative fucking spell work done against you. It's only as powerful as you let it be. You guys are very strong and powerful beings. You just got to believe in yourself and understand. Okay. Now the egg, I've taken the egg out of the refrigerator. Some people say it has to be room temperature. I'm gonna tell you, I've done the egg at room temperature. I've done it cold. To me, it works either way. It works either way. If you do the egg, just make sure once you're done, after you get it read, whether you have me read it, whether you read it yourself, go ahead and flush it down the toilet. Don't pour it down your sinks. Okay. Yes, and cold showers actually will do a reset. So if you're used to taking very hot showers like myself, right? Hot showers, cold showers will actually reset your energy. And you're like, oh shit, no, I can't take this. but the cold will do that. I love doing these practices. These are easy, free ways to cleanse. Cleanse isn't always um sage and herbs, and those are added things that you can do. Yes, you could take a spiritual bath and use the products of Epsom salt and herbs and things like that. Like you can take baths with fresh herbs. You can put them in your bath, and you could take a spiritual bath in that way using milk or goat's milk or whatever the fuck you want to use, but you don't have to cleanse. I have tried and tested so many things in this path because people would tell me, no, you got to do this. This is the way to do it. Until I started believing in my own energy, and still until I started to really stand in my own being, and I kept being shown that no, you're more powerful than what you think, way more powerful than what you think. Stand in that power and understand that you can cure yourself. I haven't been sick since January of 2020. We're about to be January of 2022. I haven't been sick. I've driven all around the damn country, you guys. Touched many of gas pumps, been in many of stores without masks. I haven't been sick. You got to learn how to take care of yourself, take care of your body, boost your immune system, but also boost your energy. Okay. Right. That wind. Have you ever just been in a place where that wind just kind of hits you? So for me, it's always at the beach. The wind at the beach, there's just something profound about that, right? That just hits you. You ever go to the beach and just feel so fucking energized? You just feel like this, I don't know, this refreshing kind of sense, right? Good morning, Stephanie. Right, right. You can't change his energy, Evelyn, but you can change how you receive his energy. I'm gonna tell you a very good technique. This beautiful healer one time showed me. Her name is Cynthia Glickman, and she basically would say, um, like return it, let it go. Like if you're feeling somebody else's shit, just say I release this and send it back to the person. Release it and send it back to the person. We have a beautiful healer, Nicole Lassell, who said return to sender with consciousness. Powerful words. Return to sender with consciousness. It's not yours. You don't got to keep it. You don't got to keep those fucking negative energy. You don't. Release it. Release it back with consciousness. It's not yours. You don't need to hold on to it. See, sometimes we think we have to because they're in our space. We have to, and you don't ever have to keep that energy. Always give it back. Hey, Rose, good morning. Good morning, whoever's in the tribe, Facebook user. I normally let it sit there for about 20, 30 minutes. 20, 30 minutes. Right. The mountains are another one. There's something about the mountains. And no matter where you're drawn, like me, it's the ocean. Not necessarily getting in the water, but putting my feet in the sand and connecting. So it's always been the ocean. The ocean is like, I'm pretty sure I'm a mermaid in some life, in some life form, right? So when we're talking about scamming, you guys, be sure that you educate yourselves. It sounds very fearful and frightening when someone gets in your inbox talking about you got a fucking curse, right? Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. And they start saying, oh, have you been misfortunate? Have you had a lot of stuff going on? And you're like, oh my God, yes. Man, my tire blew. I lost money. I lost my wallet. You know, this has been going on. Somebody just passed away. Oh my God, I have a curse. No, no, you don't. You don't have a curse. Okay. Shit happens in life. Not everything bad happens is a curse. You know, we have a show coming up next week where we talk about generational curses versus generational trauma. So do look out for that morning show because we're going to discuss both. Because that word curse, oh my God, we're cursed. No, sometimes life is just life. And if you always see everything bad as somebody's throwing you spell work or somebody's wishing you bad, that's how your life will be. That's how your life will stay. So you got to just kind of brush it off and just say no. You know, one of the biggest things I tell people is that I had a rude awakening in 2020 where I had a couple different witches doing spell work on me at the same time. Unfortunately, this path will bring you some very not so nice people, right? But the biggest thing that happened was I had some diarrhea. And then I had some weird ass fucking dreams. Other than that, it was all my mind of what else is going on, the control of your mind, because it's manipulation of energy. So nothing else happened. It was just like, all right. So you got to understand this shit is only as powerful as you allow it to be. One of the things is I believe in my team. You got to believe in your team. You got to strengthen your connection with your team. They are there for you, your past loved ones, your ancestors, your guides, your goddesses, your fucking mermaids, your fairies, whoever it is that you connect with. They got you. They're here. You just got to pull them and say, hey, all right, something's up right now. Let's beef up the security team. Yes, so the morning show is always streamed on 4 different platforms. So if somebody's in your inbox, beloved, I was drawn to you. Reach out to me for your accurate reading. Anybody who's on somebody else's post, I would never jump on another reader's post and promote my services unless they were talking about me and they start talking about something I do and I chime in the conversation. But I'm not going to jump on someone saying inbox me for your accurate reading when someone else is reading. It's one, disrespectful, But it's also that person, if that person is easy to jump on somebody else's live, you got to kind of look at the intentions that would send, right? Yeah, you can't share anymore in the tribe. It's a private. We had to make it a private group because we had way too many scammers latch on. When Facebook changed the policy of public group, anybody could see everything in your group and anyone could reach out. They could reach out to any member. And so we had a lot of couple thousand scammers kind of leech onto our group. And it took us a lot of time to kind of get a lot of them out of the group. And there's still some kind of hiding. We're waiting for them to strike so we can remove them. So if you guys ever have any people who are in your inbox and they're in the group, please send it to myself or one of the admins so we can take them out. But I want to talk about a couple more ways of scamming real quick, okay? A couple other ways people scam. I already told you, some of the readers and stuff that hit you up for readings. If they are in your inbox, hey, you need a reading? Do you need a reading? Do you feel like you need a reading? That's not somebody who's productive in their path, okay? When when now I'm not saying people shouldn't sell their products. I have products. I sell my products on my lives. But I don't upsell products in my readings, in my one-on-ones. I just don't do it. I don't feel like it's a good tactic. I don't feel like, for me, I don't feel like it's something that you should do. That's just me. There's a lot of people who upsell. Soon as they see you have negative energy around you, it's, oh, you need to cleanse. Now all of a sudden I got all these products for you to buy and you just purchased a reading. I think you need to be conscious of how people do their business. Because again, yes, this is a business, you guys. I run a business, but I run it with this integrity behind it where it's not, you guys are just paychecks, and you got to kind of look at it. People are going to treat you how they treat you, and their vibe is going to show you everything. So make sure you're paying attention to how somebody's moving. There's so many different forms of scammers. And I want to tell you guys something that is happening right now. My friend, her IG got hacked, right? And I reached out to her because not only did the person send me a message, but they had a video that looked like her, but it looked creepy. Like it looked like her, but I was like, that's not her energy. You know what I mean? It was like really plain robotic kind of features, but with all this voice technology, video technology, you can take somebody's face and morph it. And they made a video where it was like, hey, I just got this money. I'm so happy, or whatever the fuck, but she wasn't happy. It was like, that is not her. That's not her personality. So be very careful because these scammers are taking it up a notch. They're not just sending you messages. They're actually doing videos, taking people's faces and doing videos. And I'm sure they'll do it to mine soon. So I'm just getting you guys ready of what's probably to come with these scammers. Okay. I had one where I was on a live and one of the ladies that was watching my live, she was like, how are you live and you're talking to me at the same time? And I was like, I'm not talking to you, I'm live. And one of the scammers was videotaping my live and calling her and sending that, and then hanging up and acting like the phone kept hanging up. There was something wrong with the connection. So she was thinking it was me. And it was like, the fuck? So these people are doing some weird shit. These scammers are kind of stepping up their game. So be very careful. Be very protective of your energy. Okay. I do too, Betty. I do too. I feel like like I said, in this path, we're here to help. We're here to use our gifts to help and heal, right? I don't feel it's bad to charge for your gifts because there is a level that, hey, I have to pay my bills too, right? But at the same time, I don't feel like that should be the first and primary focus in this type of position. I feel like when you're called to help, you're called to help. Everything doesn't have a price tag on it. What a lot of people don't see about me is I don't go around bragging about all the free shit I do, but I do a lot of coaching, mentoring, and shit on the back ends, a lot of answering questions on the back ends, just because it's like, I'm not going to charge you for a fucking question, and you're lost in your path, um I just feel like you got to have that type of boundaries of what type of spiritualist or what type of healer do you want to be. And as soon, like I said, as soon as you go to people or paychecks, you're an ego. That's your ego now, because that's the mindset of there's not enough. I have to make this money. I don't have enough money. And as soon as you're in an energy of I don't have enough, that's not your higher self, because your higher self knows that you will always be okay. Your higher self knows that spirit will take care of you. Your higher self knows that it's going to be okay. So as soon as you're in the fact of I don't have enough and I got to worry about this money, you're no longer in that higher energy. And so I would have to question the person's energy that they're tapping into, because if you're fucked up in your energy, if you're in a lack energy, who are you really talking to? That's just kind of my perception. I think you guys got to be, not to say everyone needs to come to me for readings. Shit, if you don't like my energy, don't get a reading. I always say that. Watch me and see if you fucking vibe. If you don't vibe, don't get a reading. I think should be very protective of your energy. I think you should be very protective of who taps into your energy, because you don't know who is tapped into them. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of people who do the scamming, and they're getting very, very high tech. So pay attention to the way I vibe, you guys. Pay attention to my facial features, right? Pay attention to the way that my character, because soon you will get probably a video messages of this recorded robot looking divine moon goddess. You're like, is that her? That looks weird. So just know that, okay? Be careful. I'm not saying people shouldn't promote their products and services, but I feel like if you're talking to someone and they're helping you, and every time you're talking to someone, they're upselling you something, I think you should look at that. That's a salesman. That's not a healer. Just from my experience of what I believe, that's a salesman, not a healer. Now, promote your business, sell your shit, do your thing. Okay. Some people don't like me because I say that. It's okay. But I feel like if I've watched a lot of people, and I would see them and they'll be doing their thing, they'll be reading, and everybody has bad energy. Why is everybody on your live with fucked up energy? Why is not one reading good? Every reading is shitty as fuck. Every reading is horrible. That's low vibrational. If every reading is just shitty as fuck and nobody has a good reading, I would have to question that reader and be like, what's going on here that everybody reading is shitty? Everybody has bad energy. Everybody needs to go cleanse. And the cleanse has to be something that you purchase. I think people, I think education doesn't always have to be. Now, I will say it like this. I give a lot of tips and tricks on my lives and stuff, right? I tell you guys a lot of stuff. But if you want to actually learn from me, yes, I have classes. Like, hello. If you want me to coach, yeah, I got coaching available. Yes, it's paid. But there's so much stuff that I can tell you on these lives that you can learn by just listening and having a conversation. I don't need to charge you for that, right? So just be very careful. Scamming is not just the my beloved. Scamming is not just the ancestor sent me. Scamming goes a little bit further than that. Okay. Even the mediums and stuff, pay attention. Some of you guys give way too much information to people. Way too much information. As soon as someone's like, oh, I see an old man, that's my grandpa, blah, blah, blah. No, let the medium give you some information and you just confirm, like, yes, it sounds right. No, it doesn't sound right. Just say yes or no. Don't start giving 20 million things. Now, sometimes even as a medium, I don't pick up all the information. They don't give me all the information. But in the beginning, don't be giving all the information. You're giving way too much information. Now this person, you didn't give him all the information. Oh yeah, that's who I see. Yep, I see a freak. Yep, that's who I see. That's who it is. Now let me start charging you. Just be very mindful, you guys. The occult world is full of a lot of people who will prey on your desperation, will prey on your fears, will prey on your grief. And it's sad. It's sad that if you've seen someone grieving, that you as a healer wouldn't take the time to help, that you feel like you just go into cha-ching, oh, I'm about to make money on this person, right? So just be very mindful. Facebook user, I don't know who that is in the tribe, but hey, um, just be mindful of what you're doing and who you're connecting with. Okay. Right, exactly. Because all you really have to do is say, yes, it makes sense. No, it doesn't make sense. As soon as you start giving too many details, I can't, like me personally as a medium, if you give me too many details, I can't confirm that. Because you've put it in my head. You know what I mean? So if I'm telling you the information, that's the confirmation, not you telling me. Because now I can't confirm that. Now you fucked it up. So I always say that as a medium, if I'm channeling, let me tell you and you say yes or no. Because soon as you start going, this you've already messed it up. I can't confirm that. So just know that. Don't give people too much information about you guys. Okay. Right, Tiara. Thank you so much, Boo. One of the things I will say is that's why I started the spirit message, right? I just got to promote her comment right now. That's why I started the spirit message. And people be like, what's a spirit message? Well, it's kind of like a general where you give me no information and I just tap into your energy. That's what it is. I tap into your energy, spirit gives. That's the psychic energy, right? That's the psychic pulling the energy from you. That's the psychic part of me, right? Where there's no information needed, no date of birth, don't got to give me a name. Like I feel like we have to fine tune our abilities, right? Where we have to do the work. And if you come across, there's some phenomenal people out here. I'm not the only one, you guys. There's some phenomenal people at what they do, who have put in the time and effort to beef up their skill set, right? I'm not going to say I'm the best medium. I'm not going to say I'm the best tarot reader. I'm really good at what I do, but you got to look at the way people vibe. You got to look at the way that they do things. Hey, Wichita, I'm doing good. Right, right, right. You know what? I'm gonna post this comment real quick, and we'll talk about it real quick because, you know what? One of the things is when I'm reading, I will never ignore your family member who is passed on because you didn't pay for the reading. So if I'm reading the paid readings and your person comes through, you will always get that message. I will never hold that message back, and that's what I'm telling you guys. Where somebody's like, "Oh, I have your grandpa here. You want to talk to him? That's going to be $25." Oh, Aunt Susie's here. That'll be another 50. What the fuck? They're already there. They're connecting with you. What are you going to say? Like, I can't give you the message till you send me some money. That's like some shittiness. That's some shitty behavior. Right, right. Philip is always here. And I'm like, okay, he's in the building, right? Right. I think especially with mediumship, sometimes spirit's going to give us stuff that only you know, right? Or that you were just thinking. I've heard it time and time again where people like, I just was asking that question today. And it's like spirit is confirming that, right? They're confirming that information. Right. You can tell when someone stops to give you a message and they're not asking you for money, that's how you know it's coming from a genuine place, right? It's coming from a genuine place to help. Okay? They're not saying, "Oh, can't give you the message because you didn't pay me today." That's not the way that we morally and ethically do things. So there's a lot of different levels of scamming. You got to watch the people who are upselling. Those are salesmen. They call themselves healers, but they're salesmen. If everything they're talking about is related to the price and they can't help you, I've seen people that won't even do share cards, don't even do share cards because they feel like They're above share cards. I see people, and one of the things I will tell you was one of my pet peeves, and especially it's still a pet peeve to me. I don't like the bump the list. I'm doing free readings, but if you pay, I'll bump you on this list. I don't like that personally. I think it's a poor way to vibe. If you guys have been watching me, you guys know that I do my share cards, then I go into readings, and then I'll come back to share cards or whatever, when I'm done. But I never like that of, so you're going to sit on my live, you'll watch me for 4 hours or however long I'm on this live, and I've written your name saying I'm going to give you a reading. But if people keep paying, you get bumped. I just think that that is a shitty tactic, you guys. I have to be honest. And sorry if I'm offending anybody, but that's just how I feel about it. I never liked that tactic and I never did it. If you look at all my lives, I've always done share cards. And it's crazy because I used to do like an hour of fucking share cards. Then I would get into the donations. And people would respect that. People would wait an hour before we even start their readings. Because I don't feel like just because somebody's paying that that's better than someone who may need this message right now. And I feel like if you're being called to give messages, give the fucking message. And if you want to, then go back and forth between your paid and your free readings. But I don't think because someone pays, or pay an extra $20, you go to the top of the list. So someone who just paid you $10 for a reading is on your list. And then somebody's like, oh, I'm going to pay the extra $20 so I could bump the list. Oh, and then the next person pays another $20. So this person who paid $10, maybe they took the last $10 in their fucking account to get this reading. And they really need to hear this fucking reading. But now everybody else who's paid $20 has now bumped the list. And you're just sitting there waiting for your reading, but you didn't have that extra $20 to pay. I just think that's a very fucked up way to do things, personally. And I can tell you, me standing in my integrity in that way, Spirit has blessed me. I'm very fucking blessed. Where I retired from my 11-year career a year ago, over a year ago. So I think you guys have to take that step back and kind of see how do people vibe? How are people transpiring on this, fucking video? What's their energy like, right? Thank you, Boo. You definitely should take my mediumship course if you want to learn mediumship. It's definitely a cool one. I'm not doing any live classes. It is a recording course, but it is on sale. All my classes are on sale, just to throw in the plug, right? Thank you guys. But I do take pride in what I do because I feel like we make decent money doing this. It's not like we're making shitty money. We're making decent money doing this. We don't got to also be shitty. We don't also have to do these practices. And me personally, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in doing that. Even my one-on-one readings, I don't have a time limit. Like on the booking, it says time limit. But let me tell you, if you book a hour reading with me and it goes an hour or two to 2 hours, because some people have gone to 2 hours, that's just what it does. I don't have a timer there. Tick, 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 ding. Oh, your 30 minutes is up. Come back next week. I just think that those are shitty practices. I feel like if you're doing it, you're going to do it. You're going to help. You're going to step out of that box and you're going to help and do what is needed in that time frame. Right. Yeah. Right. So, for me, I never did time. So you're not, even if my booking does say a time, but I don't do a time. I always tell people, because they're like, well, how long is it going to take? And I'm like, it's going to take as long as it's needed, because Spirit is going to give you a message in that one-on-one. Maybe your past loved ones come through. Maybe your ancestors come through. Maybe it's just your life that we need to fucking dissect. My one-on-ones we go through, it's not just a card reading, it's a therapy session. It's a healing session, right? So there's no timer. I'm not sitting there, okay, all right, you have more questions? Nope, can't answer those questions. We got to go. you know And and I commend anyone who does it for free if that's what they choose to do. There's nothing that says you got to do it for free. There's nothing that says that you got to be, overly charging for everything. And I do charge for services, you guys, and I'm not afraid to say that. Yes, I charge for my services because again, this is what I do as a career. This is my career. This is how I pay my bills. This is not a part-time. Some people work, some people have other money. They don't have to charge, right? They could just do it for free. My rent doesn't get paid for free though. So I feel like regardless to if you're free or not, it doesn't make the person better because they're doing it free. It doesn't make it better because it's free. That's what they've chosen to do. And their life has worked out to where they can offer free readings. Man, the day that I get there, you guys, where I could just be sitting here vibing, doing shit for free, man, we on it. Spirit is getting me there. Spirit has some avenues open up so I could get there. And we are moving to a nonprofit kind of organization so that we can help and assist on healing on a deeper level. But we're not focusing on tarot readings, okay? We're focusing on healing on a deeper level. That's where we're focusing on. Because tarot readings for me is superficial shit unless you're really getting to the core of the problem. Anybody's going to ask you some shit about tarot, the boyfriend, this, that, someone's energy, but are we getting to the healing part? So the healing part is where we're focusing on. Good morning, Ryan. Right. Yeah, I don't do the timing. I really just kind of, chill. But let me tell you, because of the time and effort I put in, people are okay with paying my prices because it's reasonable, but you get a lot in there. Right. People don't expect my readings to be what it is because they're so used to other people's one-on-ones. And my one-on-ones are nothing like other people's one-on-ones. Um, I really try to get you answers. Ding, ding, ding. That's how you see if someone's a scammer. Are they just giving you super love? You guys know I don't read superficial shit anyway. But in a one-on-one, see on the lives, there's a lot of energy going on, right? On a one-on-one, I'm just focused on your energy. It's a little bit different. So we get to go in with you on a one-on-one because of me focusing on your energy, right? People do when you do free shit, like you guys saw a week ago where the lady was on my live and she was like talking shit to me because she felt I didn't help her, and she was in my inbox about a curse, and I gave her my opinion and told her some free shit to do, but she didn't like that answer. She wanted me to do some free spell work for her. And let me tell you something about spell work. I'm not doing free spell work for anybody. You know the type of energy that we got to tap into and do when you're doing and fucking with people's energy and negativity and fucking curses and shit like that. One, I don't even touch people's shit like that, but there's a lot of energy and backlash when you're fucking with people's energy. So I'm not doing free spell work for anybody because I have to look into that. I'm not, even if somebody pays, I have to look into the energy before I do it. You said the cold readings, I roll. Exactly, Cassandra. Always do that. Always hit that core issue, because you could sit here and talk about the problem, right? Or what the supposed problem is, but never get to the true core issue. That's not helping your client. If we're a healer, if I say I'm a healer, right? I'm a healer. I want you to heal. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people who don't want you to heal because you're their bread and butter. But it's because they lack. They're in a space of lack. Because if you truly understood being a healer to help people is so much more rewarding than keeping somebody dependent on coming to you for everything. And people who have been following me for a long time understand that. They know I push you guys to do your own rituals. I push you to do your own shit. You're doing your own cards. How many people have been in my inbox and got a lot of help to do it themselves? I would prefer you to do it yourself than to come to me. For me, that's more rewarding than to sit here and do it all and say, hey, you got to come to me for this. You got to pay me for this. That's a place of lack. And I don't live in lack. I'm very abundant. Spirit knows this. So we don't have to do shit like that. Those are tactics. Those are tactics, you guys. Right, right, right. No, no, no. I'm just saying, Wichito, we're talking about it, right? So we got to talk about it, all the avenues. All right, V, I'm gonna get into the readings in a minute. Let me know what your question is. Right, right, right. Exactly. I think that's the biggest part of it. If you stay true to what you're doing, if you stay true to actually wanting people to heal, you will always be blessed and you will be taken care of. And I think once you feel the need to scare people or use fear or desperation to get more, I do feel like that's where you fucked up. And I would not trust anybody's energy that goes there, because I don't think that's higher level energy. I don't think that's ascendant master energy. And I don't think that's higher self energy once you go into the tactics of fear based readings, or being on people's, d- preying on their desperation and stuff. I don't have Reiki classes. We will. I'm working with a profound um, Reiki master who's done some top levels Reiki. And I'm working with her now as she's putting her class together. So 2022, we will have a Reiki class, and I'm very excited to have that. You guys know that and I'll just, not just talk about what we got going on, but this morning show is brought to you by Divine Moon Goddess Healers and Readings.com. Where your questions get answered. Okay. So, with that being said, our platform will be coming soon with all our classes that we have. I do have everything from tarot to mediumship, shadow work, chakras, yoga, chakra yoga, astrology. So yes, Reiki's coming soon. We have a bunch of other classes coming also. It will be like a one-stop shop place to learn, and we will have it to where it'll be affordable. That's one of the big things, is making it affordable for people to learn and it not be too expensive, and get some really good, genuine information. And I will tell you, the lady who's doing it, she's got up to a higher level. There's different levels of Reiki, of course, and there's different master levels. Like, you don't just get up to master, there's some other levels, and she's learned, and she was trying to explain it to me. I don't fucking get it because I don't know Reiki. But I love that part about it. I love what she was saying, and I'm very interested to see when her class is all put together. I think it's going to be really good. All right, let's see. House. Okay, so let's go into the daily horoscope, because I'm a little bit over an hour and this show is an hour long. Stephanie, tell her right now all the classes are 50% off, about 50% off right now for all of the classes. They're all recorded. They're previously recorded classes, but you still can learn from watching it. If you want to wait on live classes, I don't have a 2022 schedule because of everything changing. So right now, I don't have any classes on the roster, live classes for 2022. Right now, all the classes are pre-recorded. So that's basically how it is for right now. But at least they're all half off until further notice, until we get the new platform together, and then we'll launch that. So right now, that's what's available. But let me tell you, even watching the pre-recorded, you can learn a lot. Because it is a live class, but it's recorded. So you can see people ask questions, and it does assist you. It helps, right? So Ellie, I've always had payment plans available for my classes, especially like my tarot course. If you knew, my tarot course is like 13 weeks. Okay. So that 13 weeks, 450 for that course. It's a course, not a class. When I say you like learn in that class, it's very in depth. Now I have payment options where right now it's more than half off. The class is like 125 for 13 weeks. But it's not, there is payment plans for those. I've always offered payment plans. And then I always, and people don't know this about me, but in my mediumship class, I always took 2 to 3 people free, a scholarship every class. Every mediumship class I've done, I've had scholarship students where they didn't pay zero. They paid nothing to do the mediumship course. Okay. So, there's things that you can do to give back, and then you're always taken care of. There's always things that you can do to give back. I think when people are just like, no payment plan, right? And you got this ridiculous price, it's kind of like, well, damn, like who the fucking, who's shelling out this money right now? So I do believe you have to be able to work with people as well. It takes a lot of time and effort to develop a business exactly. And when I say that I have taken hours to learn tarot, to learn history, to learn astrology. I'm not just sitting here with tarot cards reading, but I do read a lot of books though, but I've done a lot of research on what I teach, so yeah, I'm not going to charge $25 for my 13-week course. I just have to be real. Like, that's a lot of fucking time and energy put in there, you know?